Hello, welcome everybody to Treasury Automation Workgroup. I noticed there is no title here today. Um, but as usually, we're gonna go through some workgroup management and some updates. So this recording will be sharing quick updates or like what has been done over the last time, which is on July or June. I don't know which one is the first one. Backwards months are crazy. But here I have some August updates. I will briefly touch some of these things and yeah, then we move on to the rest of the work group. And those who are watching from the YouTube, they will find meeting summary attached to the descriptions. Um, Regarding the latest updates here on August, completed regression testing for intercept participation sheet. Okay, so these are like less related to what we have done in like SingularityNet, but there is, but last month, or actually 2 months ago or so, I integrated the Copilot or like all this agent stuff from the Microsoft with the Treasury Manager. So, and then I put some tooling to generate basically or like manage files, Excel script files using Visual Studio Code. So now I'm kind of able to yeah, make new features a bit more effectively and also kind of check issues that come up uh, using the agent. And another side that before that there was like this long work on creating like documentation. So the way I'm creating these prototype Excels is using my own custom like WebS functions language. I could actually show you a bit of that, like what in general it will hold. So this is my workspace. And here is all the Treasury Manager files and like sheets. And each of them have like these functions and all the stuff that we are creating. And there is now also like a general like file or core file where if you actually look into the file system itself, and you will find like webs.inc files. So the code manager is not even inside this Excel, but is like a different world. So basically I can now, instead of having like duplicate global functions and duplicate features, I can like distribute these different tools that will create across different Excels. So basically somewhat it's like they're now basically making me more effective. So as I start building more tools to other networks or companies or stuff, I'm able to much easier to cross distribute them instead of like copy pasting code, making the plugins, all that stuff to like a setup is much faster. And yes, this is basically that's like a mm, kind of my personal thing, but also it really like is going to be now make me faster to pull features to Treasury Manager itself. Uh, then yeah, another thing I worked on is UI and load Discord session button. So in the next, after I close this recording, I will start another one to demonstrate the Discord session features. But right now I'm gonna go like a higher level over it. Um, but yeah, that's also I basically a cool new feature. Then completed regression testing in cert contribution. So basically this regression testing is like, that means that I'm testing every single function in as many sections and possibilities as possible to make sure like this new version of Treasury Manager is actually like usable. So regarding this week's treasury operation for the treasury, for the SingularityNet, I will still be using the old version. But yeah, from in second, like in next 2 weeks, I will be then going into the new version. So if you start seeing wrong number of tokens distributed, then let me know what's up, but I will try to do my best. But yeah, if there's something breaks, then we may actually have some delays. But not this week. Making sure that this week I'm using the tool that has been working so far. But yeah, so more regression testing, cleaning some stuff up, Discord UX for load Discord session button. So again, now with this Discord work, yeah, I'm gonna, as show you later, but basically it's like a three-party, so it doesn't really load into as like Zoom participants or the export files. I made like a new panel to a lot because the Discord sessions are basically timestamps when was people present because Discord doesn't have like a meeting title, doesn't have like agenda, like all of these specific things attached to it. Um, Although we could probably integrate it with this event channel and information too, but right now it's just stream of people popping in and out through Discord, and we have the stream of information on the Treasury Manager, and then I select and I put some like automation to make the selection of potential meetings and the people inside it. Yeah, so Discord works summarizing, updating bundle transactions. Yeah, so basically regression testing, regressions, and now all the sheets are done. So yeah, now it's kind of waits to me to implement and use it in with real data. More Zoom edge cases popping up. Oh yeah, so another thing with this Zoom stuff, we didn't really actually get it quite well working. So I just can't like click, click and done. I still have to basically open a Zoom dashboard in order to make sure that the ambassador program users or like who use the ambassador account, it finds the correct name. And especially if there is more duplicate names. Because seems like even if you rename your Zoom, it doesn't catch it if the Zoom call is made so that nobody has to register to Zoom. So yeah, like that's a bit annoying. So if people want like perfect like information, then we would have to do again that each workgroup meeting people have and a host has to be there, and every time you need to register into the call. Right now in here you didn't have to register, and you just like click the link and then it asks to open it with Zoom or watch it in the browser, because now we're gonna also use browser. But this doesn't give me um, like the name you change into when you are in the Zoom call, but your Zoom name associated with your email. Anyway, so that's a problem, but still automating that is probably not necessary because it's like 30 seconds per import. So every meeting. So if you have 13 like meetings or like 6 meetings bi-weekly, they or 6 weeks six in week, then each average of like I don't know 5 minutes or so, or even technically it seems to be 10 minutes because it's like a setup, opening, and all the saving and all that stuff too. But yeah, so Zoom is kind of done with that, and yeah, there will be these annoying issues. Probably not, they won't be automated away. Code reshares, minor changes in code. Yeah, that's fine. Unclarity on some errors, fixed errors checking, insert contribution sheet. Uh, Insert. Okay, some errors popped up. Dealt with them. Bundle sheet now provides color warning, on hold, and over budget. Oh, yeah, so there was 1 week where there was uh, yeah, I think I paid some tasks that I was told that I should be on hold, but it was for like 2 weeks, and then in 2 weeks later I didn't like think of checking. I forgot to check back like is it now allowed to pay that? I think it was related to research and development. So next time, whenever we like load the bundle transactions, it will actually color code all of these custom statuses that workgroups give, like, hey, don't pay these people, or don't pay this task, or don't pay in this period in general, or yeah, anything that the operator needs to know before makes a bundle transaction. Then register walletor now also suggests Google Doc wallet address if it's in insert sheet. Gives error when in insert participation sheet you try to insert same wallet owners for the same meeting. Oh yeah, that's basically causes errors when I do bundle transactions. Nothing really that was visibly seen by the members themselves, but when I was operating, I had kind of run into duplicate participation. So now, yeah, there is like an error warning if I do that. And yeah, and then I also added the the Discord bot here also. Then these are like the budget lines from the budget sheet. So we have completed the Discord API, uh, usage guide, calculation, and these three. And now there is still this implementation onboarding guide to do. So I guess the next step to go into is I'm gonna close this video. So everybody, uh, yeah, this is like the treasury updates. Um, oh yeah, well, other updates probably that can be necessary is this. If you're interested on this Miro board and the meeting summary, you will find a video for an end-to-end treasury operation session. Um, but yeah, so basically that's gives an insight of what we do, what services we provide, and what we can improve from that. Uh, Today morning, I kind of had a realization that the next step we need is that I noticed one team wanted to distribute like bunch of rewards and they didn't have like any way to aggregate this information. They had Excel sheet. But right now it's like we haven't made it so simple as that somebody just can connect their wallet and pay any kind of unsigned transactions. So we'll be also in next month or so, we'll be like working towards making so that we can decouple the who create the transactions and who submit the transactions. So it no longer has to be like Swarm Treasury to to collect all the Swarm, like all the Singularity Net rewards and then pay it. But we can, yeah. So there can be other like people who are in charge of the wallet and their distributions. And other updates that are again less related to the treasury automation is these two proposals. One is multi-agent integration platform. I didn't submit this proposal to Project Catalyst, but did spend some time with like thinking through using the decentralized tech stack we have in SingularityNet and in Cardano to like put together a potential roadmap. Unfortunately, right now my like bottleneck is that I don't have like direct connections with developers who are able to kind of assess these hours and these features requests. So that's why I also didn't submit, but also gives me like the next 3-month roadmap to put more effort into figuring out who does coding, who loves coding, and who wants to earn some money when to do like code. And so that when we're proposing stuff, I'm able to like provide the team instead of right now, as you can see in the open proposal projects, because I wanted something in the project catalyst where I'm part of it. So here I'm asking 100,000 for pretty simple like tool, like an AI tool that kind of curates a lot of different responses, and you can make like templates of generating proposals and like providing guiding materials and also providing related information and to create like proposals through these frameworks. So yeah, whoever is interested can read this. And this is one is proposed, but the strategy here again, like I didn't have developer, but because these are like simple enough features, I propose to make like a team, like where we, like in a similar fashion as in treasury automation, where we just come together, we share what's the plan, what are the resources we get, what are the requirements we get. People raise up hands that, okay, you can develop, you can do that stuff, and then we allocate time and tasks using this like GitHub, and then start doing it. Except the difference between SingularityNet and these kinds of proposal is that the average hourly rate is like 150 ADA for development task, where in SingularityNet it's more like like 25, I don't know, 30 ADA per hour or so. Hard kind of on top of my head do this translation because we pay in AJAX. Um, and all of this like project management over here, it's also like around 30 ADA because we doing like a flat rate here, and it will be like twice as much rewarded, but still needs to continue. Like, okay, we prepare, we join, we do meeting summaries, but these decisions then will affect like uh, more stuff. And the entire project is 1 year old. So imagine like treasury automation happening every week for 1 year. Um, and yeah, throughout this time, we teach out developer tasks. So basically, this is the strategy I went for. Also, there is another proposal that I didn't really put here, but I discussed previously, was this governance workstreams consortium, and it doesn't have proposal. So, and this is now in the civics discussion. I will sneak into the civics call in Intersect this week and see if they need any kind of information. And we unfortunately input output global denied, or like they will not be paying 100,000 data to submit the governance action. So we are basically we went more open, and we are now asking it from civics, and then through that also from the Cardano Foundation if they're willing to pay deposit for the governance action. And then yeah, we'll see what the community will tell. But here is like a lot of what I have learned in Singularity and in prior networks, like all the ways we interact, and then scaled it up to basically to rerun Ambassador program again, but in different constant, in like Cardano global governance context. And there, the the administration fund is around 900,000 ADA, and then the distribution amount is about like 1.1 million ADA. So yeah, whoever is interested, that's the thing that can be also followed. Okay, and I guess that's it for now. And then I'm gonna jump into the next presentation because I just realized I spent a lot of time here not looking at clock. So thanks for watching, and any other information you will find in meeting summary.